Donald Trump says he plans to, quote, de-escalate tensions in Minneapolis. There has been a change of command in the federal agents, and the two agents involved in the shooting of Alex Pretty have been placed on leave. The White House border czar has also been sent to Minnesota. Graham Dodds joins us. Hi, Graham.
Hi, Mitsumi.
So, Graham, the killing of Alex Pretty, was that what finally did it? I mean, after the first death of Renee Nicole Good, more federal agents were sent in.
Yeah, as you say, I mean, sadly, this is not the first time this has happened. A couple weeks ago in the very same place. And in both instances, these are American citizens who were doing nothing wrong. They weren't violating any laws. These aren't violent criminals who have no business being in the country at all. So really very upsetting. And so much so that some Republicans are even jumping on board, elected Republicans, members of Congress, criticizing the Trump administration's migrant crackdown. And that's remarkable because this is a president who's had almost no criticism from members of his party for years and years. The fact that Republicans are on board with criticizing this suggests that there's really something bad going on here.
Well, do you think the Trump administration really has had a change of heart? I mean, is this a retreat or a new strategy? What do you think it is?
I think it's hard to tell. Certainly, he's modulated his rhetoric, and as you indicated, he's switched some of the officials in charge. And that's in itself, I think, remarkable. This is a president who, when faced with criticism, his usual response is to increase his bluster and to double down, not retreat. There is some indication there has been something of a retreat here. And, to be clear, the reason is politics. He's been persuaded that when even Republicans are saying this is too much, maybe it really is too much. But I think we're going to have to wait on this. I think there's been a slight change in rhetoric and some of the personnel, but the real change, of course, will come on the ground, whether this policy of aggressive immigration raids continues or if it's now over.
In 1970, 4 students were killed during an anti-war protest at Kent State University. They were killed by the National Guard, and that was seen as one of the defining moments that turned people against Nixon. Do you think there are any parallels to what happened in Minneapolis?
Yeah, I think that's a very interesting suggestion. I mean, the Vietnam War was unpopular before the Kent State killings and became more unpopular after it. Donald Trump's immigration taxes have been controversial until now and are now, it seems, more unpopular than before. So it could be a turning point. It very much could be. I think that one point to look at in this is whether people are held accountable. And, in Kent State, the shooters faced criminal charges. They were ultimately acquitted, and there was a civil settlement later. I don't know if that's going to happen with the folks in Minnesota. The shooters are on leave. Some have not yet been identified. It's hard to see them facing justice in a Trump administration. So I think we're going to have to wait to see if, this is just a flash in the pan or if people demand that government forces who kill innocent Americans be held accountable.
Because, Graham, this was never about an immigration crackdown, was it? This targeting of Minnesota?
Well, I agree with you. I think that these immigration raids in Minnesota are part of a broader pattern of Donald Trump using government forces to bully people, places, and groups that he does not like. We've seen this in other places, and I'm not sure it's over yet. Not to put too fine a point on it, but some people see in this a very troubling parallel to Mussolini's Italy and Hitler's Germany, with these sort of roguish paramilitary groups threatening and engaging in violence in a lead up to what became true authoritarianism. And, I think that's stretching things a little bit at the current point, but the fact that people are increasingly making that parallel speaks to just how troubling this can be.
So this armed militia prowling American cities, I mean, is this something that you see continuing, whether it is because of an immigration crackdown or because of emergency measures or whatever? Should we be expecting to see more of the same?
Well, as you know, Mitsumi, where Donald Trump is concerned, I really try to steer away from predictions because he's such an unusual and different president, and he changes his mind, and one just never knows what he's going to do. But having said that, Minnesota is not the first time he's done this. He's sent in forces to Los Angeles, Chicago, New Orleans. There's talk of him doing this in my hometown of Philadelphia. I think that being tough on immigration is really part of his political appeal. And despite the criticism over Minnesota, I don't think he's going to back away from that anytime soon.
Okay. Thank you very much for this, Graham.
Thank you.